Well, hello and welcome to another video about my e-bike. So this one is an update. So I bought this in July 2020. It is now March 2023. So we're coming up for the 3rd year anniversary of this bike. This is an alpha battery bike with a medium size battery in it, which is about 375 watt hours. What's or whatever, what H outage. You can work it out by amp times voltage or whatever. Anyway, so what's happened since I got this bike? Well, I've replaced the back wheel once because a dog ran into my bike. That's the official word of what I'm saying, because I didn't run it over or run into it. Dog was fine, wheel wasn't. Anyway, this battery is a replacement battery. Just been out on it. So it's got 3 bars out of 6 there. Done about 12 miles on it. I recently this month got a replacement battery for it because the old battery, the battery management system on it wasn't working. So it was telling me there was 60% left in the battery when there was 0% left in the battery. And also the battery degraded to the point where I could normally, using it on an average setting, I could get like 30 miles to 40 miles out of it, depending on how economic I was. Now, with the old battery, I could only barely get like 6 miles out of it, so quite the degradation. So this is the problem with Chinese batteries. I mean, I bought this bike. One of the reasons why I bought this bike was because it's a European bike, not a Chinese bike. But some parts of the bike are still Chinese, like the battery. So beware on that. If you can ideally get a battery that isn't Chinese made, it'll probably last you longer. But having researched this, most batteries probably only going to last you 2 or 3 years anyway. So I got about my usage out of it. Also, bear in mind, it was a 3-year warranty on the bike, and also a 2-year warranty that guaranteed a certain amount of efficiency in the battery left. So keep an eye on this when you get it. Read all the information so that you know where you stand with the battery, because the battery is one of the most expensive components on the bike, along with the motor. See, if I'd have just, bought my own battery as a replacement, it would have probably cost me between, say, like 170 quid for a generic battery to maybe 400 or even 500 pounds to replace the battery, which is a lot of money if you have to replace the battery every 2 years. So it works out about 7 to 15, 20 pounds a month if you look at it like that, without even considering how much money it costs you to charge it, which, to be fair, unless you're using this like 20 miles a day, it's not going to cost you much at all. And the thing is, it might cost you money. It works out around about 12 pence from empty to full. And you're getting like 30, 35, 40 miles out of that, so that's not too bad. But then you've also got to bear in mind that while you're on it, you're not in the house, so you're saving money on electric and gas while you're doing it. So works out about evens on that front, or very small expense when compared to other entertainment such as bowling or other exciting endeavours. Even like going to the cinema or whatever works out much cheaper. Anyway, so the reason why I'm doing the video now, just got the battery, new battery, and also, as you can see, I've just hit 2,000 miles on the bike. cyclometer. Now I got this as an additional to the original, and I think it's well worth it because it gives you miles per hour. This is supposed to be more accurate and give you a battery reading, but it only has like 3 settings. It has like full, like half, and almost empty. Whereas this gives you the exact readings that you want, which is 100%, 80%, 60%, 40%, 20%. Ideally, don't let it get down to 20%. My dad's bike actually literally gives you the percentage on the screen, which is good. And it also gives you a clock, a watch, so you can tell the time on it. And why this? I paid like 100 and something odd quid for this cyclometer. It doesn't even tell you the time, which is a bit disappointing. But anyway, if you wanted this particular model or any of these battery bikes that are around this time period, were actually discontinued more or less as soon as I bought them, which is just unlucky. But you can still get battery replacements for them at the moment. Might be a problem in the future, but anyway, yeah, if you see one of these, they'll probably be reduced if they're brand new. Second hand, you know, if I was going to get this second hand, I would check how good the battery is for a start, and you know, if the battery was still fairly good, which is probably unlikely with it being second hand, but let's just say the battery was good, wouldn't really want to pay more than £1,000 second hand. I paid quite a bit more than that brand new, but yeah, you'd want to be paying less than that really. Some people say it looks like a girl's bike. I think that's just because of the colour maybe, and also the thing on the back, which I like because that means I can go shopping. I mean, that's, you know, apart from the joyriding and the sort of smaller commutes, that's the main appeal for me, is so I can go shopping. Although at the moment I can't really actually afford to go anywhere like Lidl or Aldi. Luckily I work at a sort of grocery place that's also sort of charity place, so I'm able to get cheap food, so I don't have to go to Aldi and Lidl. It's a sad state of affairs when Aldi and Lidl is considered expensive. Mind you, if you go to your local Tesco or Sainsbury's, especially the smaller ones, it's eye-watering how expensive things are. It's like £3 for one item. Anyway, you also get to experience this in its worn form. Last time I did a video like this, I actually washed the thing. This time I didn't bother, mainly because I'm lazy, but I also wanted to give you the authentic look of when you've actually been using it. Anyway, I think that's all. Might do another update later on, who knows. Anyway, there's other videos on this bike in the playlist if you want to check it out and see the full story. I've also done some cycling vlogs on it. Unfortunately, the camera's a bit, well, it's not the state-of-the-art camera. It's not like a GoPro, so it shakes quite a lot, which is disappointing. But there you go. The videos are there if you're bored and you want to see around Newcastle. Anyway, like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification bell, and I'll be back with another video shortly.